Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. My name is Dylan and this is Honey. And today's class is going to be a floor-only flow for the sacral chakra. So we're not going to be putting any pressure on the hands or the wrists. No planks or down dogs. We're going to be staying very low to the mat. The sacral chakra is our second chakra, located at the center of the body, just underneath the belly button. The color associated with this chakra is orange, and the element is water. It's located here, sort of in our pelvic bowl area, where we physically create life. So it's also known as the seat of creativity, the seat of passion, desire, joy, inner child, anything that has to do with following your passions, following the things that make you happy. They're all located here, as well as your sexuality and your sensuality. So we're going to be spending a lot of time opening this area today, though it's going to be a quick practice. So before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and follow me over on Instagram, where we can connect more fully than we can here on YouTube, where there's really no conversation happening. It's just me talking to you on the camera. Over at Instagram, we can actually have those conversations. So it's yoga.infusion. And once you've done that, I will meet you on the mat. We'll begin today in Sukhasana, easy pose. So find a comfortable seat for you. You can grab a bolster to lift the hips, that's totally fine. You can sit on the knees if this is uncomfortable for you, but we will be coming back to this position a little bit later. So find whatever place feels comfortable for you for now. Take your palms face down on the knees or thighs. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Lift the heart, close the eyes. Just taking a moment here to settle into the space, to bring your attention down into the sacral chakra area. Again, that's just below the belly button, at the center of the body. So think of where your spine might be, or just in front of your spine. The chakras are whirlwinds of energy. So if you'd like, you can visualize a spiraling ball of orange, beginning to get a little brighter with your attention. As you breathe in and out of the space. Now take 3 more longer and fuller breaths. As that energy grows brighter, fuller, and now we begin to move. So as you inhale, draw the heart over towards that right knee. Open and swirl forward. And then exhale, round back on the sits bones, chin to chest. Inhale forward. Exhale, round back, drawing a big circle. Sufi grinds. Breaking up any stagnant energy in this area here, drawing a big circle with the torso. Inhale to center, and we'll take it the other direction now. Imagine you're stirring a pot with the spine. Moving with the breath. Last one. And inhale back to center. Exhale here, just let the energy settle. And grounding the sits bones down now. Come on to teepee fingers in front of you. And walk the hands forward, keeping the spine long and the hips glued to the mat. You can allow the head to release and stretch into the lower back. So the more that you glue those sits bones down, the deeper the stretch is in the lower back. Inhale, walk the hands back in. Switching legs, so whatever leg you had in front last time, switch. And then same thing on this side, walking the hands forward. Now, if you can't do this because you can't put any pressure onto the hands, you can also just take onto the forearms, coming up onto the blocks on the forearms, or just leaning forward over the knees, okay? This is pretty accessible for all parties, I think. Grounding down through the sits bones, lengthening the back. And then inhale, walk it back in. Coming up, bring the soles of the feet together now, knees wide. Take the hands to the ankles or to the feet. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, forward fold. Cobbler's pose. Now the sacral chakra is also tied to the lower back and to the lower abdomen. So for women, that could be related to your menstrual cycle. So if you have any issues with the lower back, with your menstrual cycle, or anything like that, it would be a good idea to start looking into the sacral chakra and working with this space like we are today. Breathe into the lower back, breathe into the thighs. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And draw your attention back into that whirling energy center. Letting the light grow brighter with your breath. Take 3 more breaths here. And inhale, slowly make your way back up. And then take the knees or the legs wide as is comfortable to you. Flex the toes towards the sky. Option to sit up here on a rolled up blanket or a bolster to lift the hips, get a little bit more comfortable in this space. Now turn the torso towards the right leg. And as you inhale, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold over that right leg. Inhale back to center, turn to the left. Exhale, forward fold to the left. You can breathe as slow or as fast as you'd like. Inhale, center, exhale, right. And left. Try to keep the hips grounded. Moving with the breath. If this is really uncomfortable, always keep the knees bent as well. Always an option here. Couple more. Last one each side. Inhale, center. Pause and hold the breath. Lift tall out of the pelvic bowl. And then as you exhale, you can walk the hands forward, come into a forward fold, legs wide. Continue to keep the breath long. Toes flexed. Lightly dip the chin to lengthen the back of the neck and really ground down through those sits bones. Breathing into the lower back, to the thighs, to the hamstrings. And slowly walk it back up. Come to a seat. Slowly, gently bring the legs together. You can shake the knees a little bit, shake it out. And then we're going to come into a high boat. So bending the feet or knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Lift the heart, engage the core, lean back. Option, of course, just to stay here. This is a great place to be. If you want to take it up a notch, bring the shins parallel to the mat, reach the arms forward, lift the heart, engage the core, breathe. From here, straighten the left leg, tap with the right hand, and then tap opposite side 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Place the feet down, reset, and set up for Kundalini Lotus, which is like high boat, but a little different. So you're gonna lean back, bring the legs into the chest, and grab onto the big toes, okay? So if this is as far as you can go, totally fine, stay here, work on that balance, engage the core. Bus stop 2 is to bring the shins parallel to the mat, still holding onto the toes with the index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Open the heart, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Great place to be. Option 3, straighten the legs coming into that wide-legged fold that we were just working on with your hands on the toes. Again, heart lifted, shoulders down and back, engage the core. Now, we've got some more options here. We're gonna hold this for a little while. We've got some more options here. Option 1 is just to continue long, deep breath, trying not to lose your balance. If you feel pretty strong here, your cat's not trying to knock you over, you can play with closing the eyes and bringing your attention back to that pelvic bowl area, to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Option 3 is to begin breath of fire if you want a little bit more energy in your practice today. by quickly inhaling statically and exhaling forcefully through the nose. If you've never done this before, maybe now is not the time to start, but if you have and you want to include this in your practice, feel free to do so. This is for if you want some more energy in that area. If you're already feeling good there, stick with the long, deep breaths. Inhale, hold the breath, engage the navel, rectum, sex organs up and in, lift the heart, pause. And when you're ready, draw the knees in, release the legs, slowly roll down onto your back. Bring the knees together, feet apart just for a second. Constructive rest. Letting the breath return to normal if you had been doing breath of fire. Now walk the feet in, take them hip distance apart, knees towards the sky. Shimmy the shoulders underneath the heart space, and then press the lower back into the mat as you tilt the pelvis up. So you're kind of engaging the glutes to lift. You're not coming all the way into the bridge, you're only tilting by pressing the lower back into the mat, engaging the abs, and then release. On the inhale, arch the back a little bit, and then exhale, round through the lower back, tilt the pelvis up, engage the abs, hold. And release. 10 more. 2. 5. 8. 9. And 10. Release. This time lift into bridge. And we're going to bump the hips to the right and then bump the hips to the left. So you're kind of pushing up into bridge just with like one side, one foot, and then the other 10 times. 1, 2, like rocking the boat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release it back down. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Drawing a few circles maybe with the knees to massage the lower back. Feels really nice. And then bring the soles of the feet together on the mat, knees wide, press through the hands. Take the feet a little bit farther than you normally would, so you're creating a bit of a diamond shape, okay? And then press through the outer edges of the feet, lift the hips, and release back down 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Squeeze and hold, lift. And then release back down, knees together, feet wide. For just a second. And now for our final resting pose, you can take a Shavasana or a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. But if you'd like to take it a step better, get thee to a wall. Get thee to a wall. Come and sit next to it, one hip to it, and then lay down onto the back, bringing your feet up the wall. Yeah. We never do this in my class because I'm never close enough to the wall. So here we are today, okay? Onto the wall, and then allow the feet to fall to the left and the right as much as feels comfortable. So booty is against the wall, legs are wide. You can bring your hands just below the belly button, creating a diamond shape with the index finger and thumbs. Allow gravity to take over here on the legs. And if this is super uncomfortable, like I said, you can just stick with a regular Shavasana. You don't have to do legs up the wall, or you can keep the legs closer together up the wall. That's fine too. But find a comfortable place. Allow the body to soften, the attention and the breath to leave the area that we've been working on to become one with all of the energy in and around us. Let this just feel really good, really restorative, really nourishing. And if you have time, stay here for a little while longer. But if it's your time to go, you can slowly take your hands to the outsides of the thighs, gently walk the feet together, and slowly roll onto one side. Using your forearm as a pillow, take a moment to reconnect with the earth here. And then gently press yourself up, making your way to a seat. Sukhasana, keeping the attention inward. Draw the hands to prayer at the heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Releasing the energy, allowing the sacral chakra to be just as it is, allowing yourself to be just as you are. We'll close this practice with a long sat, short nam. Breathing in. Sat Nam. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam, Namaste. And I'd love to take the time now to invite you, if you enjoyed this class, to join us for our Svadhisthana training plan inside the Yoga Infusion studio, where we have a whole month dedicated to working on this specific chakra. And every chakra we're working forward, so we already have the root, and moving forward we'll be moving up the line all the way to the 7th chakra. So if this is something that would interest you, come on over to the link below at the Yoga Infusion studio and join us there. Namaste.